So, mm, so now I just quickly want to make a review using Ray Studio, comparing our labs. Again, this is just basic analysis because different conditions, different tires, different months, and so on. But overall, we can see, uh, I think, like basic fundamental things on what we need to be focused, what we need to fix, because plus minus the same we will see. It's just not fair. We don't know when track was better and so on. So in some corners, maybe it was impossible to have the same speed or to break at the same point because track was worse or better. We don't know this, but when we see big differences, big gaps, in this case, we definitely can find this problem on the data and analyze it and think about this. Then just watch online my videos with Rotax or with the X30, and you will be able to maybe to find some points what I do to synchronize these videos with this data analytics, and even before we go on track together in February, probably you can find something what you can fix quickly. I mean, fix, not just. Of course, for a lot of things, we need time, more and more time to try this on track. But let's go. First corner. So you see here, see the mouse here. I hope you see the mouse on the screen. Okay. First corner. So your line is orange, my line is purple, and when I put it here, you can also hear the same where this point on the track. So this is start, we are here, and then we see that uh, you brake before the first corner earlier than me. Your speed was higher, which is normal for X30. In some places, X30 is still faster than Rotax. Uh, you brake a little bit earlier and more hard. So uh, on orange, we see that you brake earlier. Your forces, GPS forces on the braking, push you forward to 0.71 G much earlier than I do this. Yeah. What is the difference? How much earlier? 36 feet for you and 75 feet for me. So 30 feet difference between us. And then you see that you just brake very hard. Like, okay, even the track wars, we're never so slow in this corner. This corner is very, very fast. So for K, sometimes when track conditions are good and track grippy, tires good, I can go flat to this corner with K. With X30 or Rotax, I just like quickly. It's like I even no time to release completely throttle. Just slightly touch the brakes quickly, like boom, load the front, enter, and again on throttle. That's how it should be. Very fast transition, and then go with throttle, release cart outside, and we see here the difference in speed in this corner between us 8 tenths, and in apex it's already 2 tenths gap between us. And before we brake on the bottom of the hill, we have almost 4 tenths already. Just in the first corner, 4 tenths you lost comparing with me. And then braking plus minus the same point between us, and forces show this. Again, this is just one lap we compare, yes? One my first lap, one your first lap. I did this November, you did this January, as I see from the data. Definitely for your conditions worse than for me. I think November track was better. Uh, so little bit earlier and less speed. So it means if you have less speed, again, less speed just because you very late, too slow in the first corner, means that you can brake a little bit later because you have less speed and more hard again. You see, not big difference, but little bit my line is more hard goes down compared with yours, and see we see also the same little bit on the GPS forces that I brake just more hard and GPS forces. But overall, braking is really not bad here, and just here because you were slower than me everywhere you lost during the braking 2 tenths again. Okay, and in the apex we have half second already, and on the hill we have 4 tenths. But need to understand that Rotax just destroy X30 on the hill. So I can, if I show you the data, my X30 and my Rotax laps, when I compare it, so average like 3.5 tenths, I'm faster on the hill. But we need to understand that if we are faster on the hill, we are slower with Rotax somewhere else. But this is different story. Uh, anyway, we understand that Rotax half lap better than X30 at AMP, half lap worse than X30 at AMP. But again, I like it more, and after we tune them, I think they will be even more competitive, and we can just destroy X30 engines this year on the track. Okay, so then we go up on the hill. We see here sliding a little bit on the exit, and because of this, also lost momentum and speed on the hill. And then when we go left this corner number 3, we see that I just accelerate like this is straight line for me, but you just maybe overdriving a little bit. Maybe the racing line was not ideal, and you lost speed. And like from almost the same speed here, 1 mile per hour, we come to clubhouse corner with 6 miles per hour difference. And because of this, you just lost here on this sliding a lot. And then we see not hard braking, not hard overloading, because again, low speed. Overall through the corner, just a little bit slower than me, but early on the braking, more soft on the braking. When we early on the braking and we soft on the braking, we don't load front tires, and then we enter to the corner, but we have not enough front grip. Uh, so in this case, with this speed, you should definitely move your braking point forward. And you see that I just slow down, slams brakes very hard, load front, rotate, go acceleration, and more carry more speed, and here on exit also we see from you a little bit sliding and low speed. And then your engine, maybe just because of this moment, maybe it's 70 miles per hour. It's not bad for for X30, because if you do better, for example, here and through Clubhouse, it can be 72 at the end of the straight line, 70. And top times, what we saw in Masters category with Masters weight is this is about like 73 and a half, maybe. But my average speed with X30 usually it's like 72, 73 miles per hour when engine worked fine. But here it was very slow for you, and I don't know the reason. Maybe just because of this sliding, and then a little bit aggressive in chicane here. For this, we can again only come back later and synchronize this data with video, because engine on X30 should be faster here than Rotax, definitely. Then we brake before S's, and we see uh, that's how your braking should look like. You go, 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 and then immediately goes down. here we see at this point coasting. Then during 9:53, 9:97, 44, during 44 feet, you just roll without braking. Uh, This is, yeah, almost 50 feet, but uh, this is less than 3/10. Okay, so this is very short. Like you coast, brake. But it should be go, 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 brake. For you, it's like go, 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 brake. And only on this you already lose. And you see how much earlier you brake comparing with me and reduce the speed earlier. And because of that, not enough power on the brakes. You see at the beginning, no power, then you add power. But here I already lost a lot. So before the club SS, we have already 1.5 seconds between us. And only on this braking, it was half second. You see? So here, before we brake, the gap between was 1.5, and this is apex 2.1. So just on this long short braking. And this long slow braking, this is not only you lose on braking, but your engine go out of performance, and also your chassis is not working then correctly through the corner because not good weight distribution, not good loading front tires, then bad enter to the corner, but because usually because of that you don't have enough front grip, and so on and so on. So I don't want to load with a lot of information because we need later synchronize this with data and with feeling of the cars on the track and so on. Then we see here that you lost and then you gain at this point. At this point, we see you from the apex between first here and second apex. We see aggressive fast acceleration. Forces go up. It's here, and then we see big lost here, big sliding because you accelerate, and I think after this corner you miss maybe sometimes this apex. Then you go wide, and near this apex right, you add steering, sliding, and here just boom, speed goes down 5 miles per hour, and then we lose. Yeah, but here at this point, X30 should be much faster than Rotax. Then we see that in corner which calls David Benz, this right corner before the last corner, you brake or coast or slide. I think from the point what I see here, G-forces go to 1.2. Maybe it was like soft braking. You see that I don't have any braking forces pushing down. Only here a little bit, just because car slowed down because of the steering. But for me, it's straight line because we always X30 products. We always go to this corner fast, full throttle, definitely. This corner, this is always full throttle. And then last corner, it's plus minus the same like S's. We see coasting during 33, 63, 50 fits, during 50 fits, coasting, then brake, and then we see that lower speed early, this braking line much more in front of mine, and because of that, big boost. Then exit is good, early acceleration because of early braking, but just on the braking here, 2.9, and then in Apex 3.3, 4/10. on the braking here. Yeah, so speed, a little bit coasting, not enough braking, sliding here, overslowing, small sliding because of that no performance engine out of the straight line, coasting, early braking. Then we don't know this slide or just straight aggressive acceleration or just because overall chassis didn't work correctly because of early braking. Then we see here that we need to go fast and learn to be brave to go full throttle there, which is hard and need time sometimes to adapt to this. And again, the same here with braking, like SS, coasting, early braking, and lost on this at this point on the braking. Again, early brakings here and here they kill not only your speed, you lose not only on the braking zones, but also then in the corner, your chassis is not working correctly. That's briefly overview of our data and looking forward. I'm looking forward and very excited to go on track and try and do my best to help you to find speed. And I'm pretty sure that very soon we'll move to 52. Take care.